because brow lives matter. Okay? Alright, so I got my brow brush. My brush is a little dirty. Don't be paying attention. Don't be judging me. Okay? And then my brow palette. So I like to mix a little bit of gel with the darker shade in my brow palette. And I go from the tail down. I mean, actually, I could brush these up, follow my natural hairline, give me an outline, all that kind of fun stuff. You would do it on the top and the bottom. But I've got my brows shaped pretty good now, so I just basically fill them in. But if you're somebody who does not have a good shaped brow, start with lining the top and the bottom. And then you just kind of fill in the outline, okay? And you go to about midway this way. Now, this is where we want to try to kind of fade it out, almost like an ombre effect, okay? So I go to a lighter shade, and I'm mixing my gel with the lighter shade in my brow palette. And this one happens to be the brunette palette for brunettes. But there's a lighter and a darker, so if you have lighter color hair, you kind of want to match your natural hair color as best you can. So if you have lighter hair, more blonde, or even redheads, you could probably use the lighter palette than the one I'm using. And of course, if you have darker hair, or dark, black, darker brown, you'll probably use the darker palette. But I'm using the medium palette, and I basically just like to kind of fill my brows in, just to give them a little bit more shape, a little bit more life. I'll show you here in a second the difference. So then I just take the other side of my brow brush, and just kind of blend her out. And then that way I'm kind of like faded through here. See how it goes lighter to the tip? And then I just kind of brush it out. Super easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, and there's other products in this palette to help clean it up. Like if you mess up, you need a straighter line, you can use this. Or this here is a little bit of highlight. You can put a little bit of highlight under the brow, however you like to do your brows. And if you like, you take a little bit of the gel at the end and just kind of brush it over to make sure that those brows stay in their place and don't start attacking people, okay? So then you see the difference, right? A finished brow versus not. So see, it just basically, I still like that natural look, but it just kind of fills in, gives it a little more color, makes it stand out. It's almost like icing on the cake. Super easy peasy, and makes a huge difference in your makeup game.